Let's talk about the Ickabog. Oh, this is quite good. Hey guys, Deirdre here, all things art and books. How yous doing? Well, today's video I'm back with a book review, and today it is J.K. Rowling's The Ickabog. Now, it's been a while from when I've read J.K. Rowling. I read all the Harry Potter books back in the day. This is the only children's book that I'm aware of that she wrote since Harry Potter. This is a spoiler-free review. Anything I say can be gleaned again from the inside cover. First of all, it is an absolutely beautiful book. Love hardback books anyway. Particularly love anything that's teal coloured. I mean, it's my favourite colour. I don't care how good or bad the book is. If it's teal, I want it. When you take the sleeve off, you're still left with a beautiful, beautiful book to read underneath the dust jacket, because I know a lot of people like to take the dust jacket off to save it while they read the book, which is what I did, and it's still gorgeous even with the dust cover on, so that's a plus. It's a gorgeous book. It's aimed at children's book, but again, like Harry Potter, enjoyed by young and old alike. So I decided to give this a go. It's a new fairy tale. I have to say, it took me a little while to get into it, which is unusual I remember with the Harry Potter books, I'm going back to Harry Potter again, but I remember with the Harry Potter books that you got into them really, really quickly. I didn't feel this with this one. It took me about 90 pages, I would say, to get in. Now, considering it's only 280 pages long, that's about a third of the book before I started to go, oh, this is quite good. The story centres around a mythical land of cornucopia, and there's a legend about a monster called Ickabog which lives up in the far north of the country. And J.K. Rowling in her introduction actually says she liked to explore the idea, I'm paraphrasing here, but she liked to explore the idea of why people choose to believe lies even based on such scant evidence, and that is certainly true in this book. The story is based upon this legend of a mythical creature or monster that's supposed to live in the far north of the country, and the fear that is created in the whole land. It is quite a fast-paced story. I would say it's more plot-driven than character-driven. I would have liked a little bit more characterization. It took me about 90 pages before I started to sort of feel any kind of connection with any of the characters. I do suffer from low concentration, so I'll put that out there as a disclaimer. Again, J.K. Rowling's gift is telling children's stories and talking about children's characters, and I actually find that whenever we got into more of the children, the characters of the children in the story, and followed them a lot more than the adults, I find for me that's when I felt more of a connection with the story, and I started to enjoy the story more, and I find it easier to read. Nice little short chapter, so if you've got low concentration, that's always good to finish at the end of a chapter. Apparently this book J.K. Rowling published online for free for children last year, and actually it's beautifully illustrated with children's drawings throughout, which was absolutely gorgeous. I came to this story completely blind. I had no idea what it was about or anything about it. Hadn't read it online, didn't even know about it until it appeared on my supermarket shelf. Two things I always think about when I finish a book. A, would I read it again? Which, to be fair, isn't all that often. I tend to not reread books. Probably not. It's not for me in the league or the style of writing that Harry Potter was. It's not as good a story. The second question I always ask is, would I recommend it? Yes, I would. Was it good? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Glad I read it. I would give it a solid 3.5 to 4 stars out of 5. So it was very, very fast paced. That I really, really did like about it. So there wasn't a lot of padding in it. I say the book was only 280 pages long, but it was all story, which was great. It lost a star, star and a half. It was a bit scary in bits. There were things in it and I'm kind of, but having said that, scary but not graphic for the most part. It's that kind of fairy tale scary, so, but there were definitely a couple of bits I sort of went, ooh, right, okay. Would I want 8, 9-year-old reading it? Wee bit scary, but wee bit violent, but fairy tale kind of a way, not like the way you would read things in adult books. I'd lost a star for some of that. If you keep in mind that it's basically a plot-driven book, and the fact that there are scary bits in it, yes, I would recommend it. And put any ideas of Harry Potter out of your head, because it's not like that in the slightest. But yeah, it was a good solid read. 3.5 to 4 stars out of 5. If you bear those things in mind, that you pick it up and give it a try. Okay, next week's video, not sure what I'm doing yet. See when we get there, but yeah, I thought I'd come back this week with a book review. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now. Bye guys, see you next week.